say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing again, Ryan. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, it's Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On second and a couple, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. And Chubb will try the middle here. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go up the middle with Chubb. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down, here's Chubb again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
On second and goal, Watson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper, and the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They run once more with Taylor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing now, Watson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll get this to about the 38. So Cleveland able to come around with